fuck.
No, because I might have some.
Jailed, falling a fucking mad bag,
I've only got 7 followers. I just came back on yesterday.
fucking anti-Samidite. Here, we've got another caller. Whoever this is, hang up and I'll phone you back. Oh, those
Right.
Aye, who's that? Hello, stay there, I'll phone you back. Hey. You there? You there? See, he's fucking hung up as well. He went and hung up. Dear God, what's going down, right? So wait. Right, we'll just, right, hold on, stay there. Right.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, hold on, I've got 2 earphones in. Right, what's happening, you big monkey?
Who's this?
Who think it is?
Who? What's your name?
I never like came and I'm still the same. When I call winter's night, you'll find me.
What's your name and what's your point?
My name is Parrot. My name's a Parrot.
You're not a parrot.
I'm a Parrot.
You're the Rory Bremner parrot.
I'm a Rory Bremner Parrot of the airways.
Who is this? What's your name?
It's fucking you dirty Paul.
Will you give me that number, you mad? Fucking
Is this number?
Is it?
Aye.
Fucking confusing me now.
3 calls, man. 3 calls. God bless you, put my book.
What's happening? I couldn't recognise your voice there. I thought it was you then. I'm like, it sounds like you, but there's a fucking, I'm like, how's his number not coming up? What number's that? Fuck's sake.
Because I've left my iPod in the motor, so I'm on the phone.
When did that become the code for the drum? You're off your nut. Is that a
I know, I don't know. That's a new code.
Fuck's sake, yeah, it's all new code, isn't it? That's what threw me as well. It's all fucking thing, man. So what's your point then, caller, then? You're the Rory Bremner parrot. What's your point, Rory Bremner parrot?
You get plenty of points, right? Plenty of points. First of all, what your man Kieran was saying is absolutely spot on about the finances in independent Scotland and the scaremongering that's going on about in the papers and in the mainstream media about try to deny the fact that Scotland gets independence. First, obviously, you're creating a border. You're creating a border, and you're creating not only is a land border, it's a waters border. The oil is going to be within Scottish waters. Okay, it might be English companies that run it, but English companies are going to. The oil's still going to be Scottish. That's a fact. You can't unless they're going to go against the whole world order. Then that is a fact. Well, it's not as if they've never done that before, but you know what I mean.
But this is the thing that intrigues me, right? And it's not been touched on really. How are we going to get control of this oil? Because if we say it's ours,
there's a border. You're creating a border. It's in Scottish waters.
I know, but
England can't just go to Norway and say, "Oh, we're going to take that oil." No, it's going to say, "How do you fucking know? It's your fucking waters. You can't do that."
There's one thing in saying look, this is our oil, but there's another thing actually making it our oil. How are we going to make it our oil when it's not going to be English oil? Because
when the people of Scotland voted for an SNP government, gave them a mandate for a referendum for independence, and the people of Scotland vote yes for the independence, then the people of Scotland have got a mandate to create a border, to be an independent country, and that doesn't mean a land border, that means a waters border as well. So you can't another country can't just come in and invade your waters.
This is going to get heavy then, so then basically, it's a declaration of war almost then to the English then. We're saying this is ours and you're not getting it. I mean, they have sent, the British, right, the United Kingdom sent a whole task force 80,000 miles down to free the Malvinas because it got took over by General Galtieri for a few weeks.
The people in the Malvinas haven't voted for independence.
Yeah, so you imagine what they're going to send for Prince Edward and his army of Cameron, these brigands, what are they going to send up to Hadrian's Wall to fight us?
They can't do it. David Cameron signed off. Saying, right, we'll give you a referendum. The people have spoken. You've got a mandate to have your referendum. You'll sign it off and you can have it. Now what they can do, if Scotland vote yes, they can say, well, you're not getting independence. That's where it's going to create a problem. You imagine if Scotland get a yes vote and London say, well, doesn't matter what you fucking voted for, we're not getting it.
I know, hold on then, but but then they wouldn't say that to that, so supposedly they could then turn around and say, well, we're not giving you can have your independence, but we're not giving you the oil. That's the point where they wouldn't give in, surely. I mean, they'll not turn it around as because that would be political suicide to turn around and say, well, look, you voted for it, but we're not giving you it. They'll say,
but they'll still get revenue after oil.
Have your independence, but you're not getting your oil. Surely that's the way they would say, no?
They'll still get revenue after oil because it won't be a complete independence break. That'll take another few years.
Right, this is the key thing, right? The key thing is the oil, because it's make or break. If we make more money out of the oil than what we're getting now, then we're going to be richer off. But if we lose money out of the oil than what we're getting now, we're going to be worse off. Is that not the long and short of it?
See, even if Scotland, the new, got an equal share of the oil of which it was due, we wouldn't need independence.
Well, you've seen we'd be far better off.
Of course.
So you're
because
saying we're not
oil
getting equal
revenue
due? How
come
are we not
Scotland.
getting equal due?
Well, even if it was, look, right, I can't stand here and tell you that I know the ins and outs of the figures and the percentages of what should be going where, right? I can't do that.
No, I'd rather use some cunt like yourself turn around and say that, and I appreciate it, because I don't even know. I mean, I've looked into it and tried to find it out, and if I don't know, and if you don't know, we might as well stand up and say, well, we don't know, because you get these bastard politicians saying, oh, aye, this and that, and you know right away, they're just talking shite. So
all I know is, under international law, if any country becomes independent, I mean, look at, there's been countries since 1990, since the Berlin Wall came down, how many countries have been independent? Loads. All right, most of them are landlocked countries. Oil's not been an issue, but all their natural resources go to that independent state. That's what happens. And your waters are part of your national resources. You can't just say, oh, aye, well, you're independent, but your waters are not independent. They're still yours. It doesn't work that way.
But I know what you're saying, right? But when we make a claim for something, if Scotland makes a claim for it and saying, right, it's yours, then there's going to be friction, because England, if England are going to lose out on it, then they're going to say, well, hold on a minute. So,
well, that's got to be down to negotiations, isn't it? That's going to be down to negotiations once Scotland get the mandate from an independent country, and when that happens, then may not come out yet. But the fact is that England can't make a claim to North Sea oil off the shores of Aberdeen. That defies logic. If Scotland becomes an independent country, they can't just go, like, well, we're taking all the North Sea oil. And plus the fact there's more oil fields. You know Rockall? Right, you know the song Rock On, Rock All?
Aye.
Like, you know what Rockall is?
Aye, it's in the middle of fucking nowhere out in the Atlantic almost, aye.
Right. Well, the British and the Irish have been fighting near these waters because they think there's oil fields there. Right? But obviously it's to the coast. It's nearer Northern Ireland than it is the Republic Island.
Aye.
Right? So they're up there, there's oil fields up there, and the British have sent task force experts up there to hang me that. Now that Scottish, that'll be between that'll be end up Scottish waters and all. Scottish are British waters, right? Because Northern Ireland's still British. But it's just the oil is the big thing. Let's face it, the oil is a big thing. But even if that's a big financial thing, but even apart from that, the fact is, for people as to vote, for you to put your X in that box to vote for the Union flag, to vote for Great Britain, to vote for the Queen, to vote for the Tories, because that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing if you put that cross down there. And people need to think about that. That's what they're doing. It might be hard. It might not all work out well. But the fact is what you're doing is you're smashing the Union. And for me, I will admit that my vote will be as much to do with emotion as it will be about what policies are going on. Because there's no way
I'm admitting
6 years of my life I can turn round and put a cross down to vote for Great Britain and the Union. Not a chance in this world.
And I'm admitting it was you and Paddy Brennan that helped influence me and make me think on that trip and realise and come to the thing with the shit. I mean, the shit that I'm asking for and saying for the independence for banks and all that. And I mean, my points are credible and valid, but it means not a job because there's still going to be this election in a year's time. So I need to take a stance, and I can't take a stance on the unionist side. But there's one thing, right, that I will want to try and push for. And it's the fact that how we should possibly nationalise the oil, because
definitely, of course, that is the plan. Apart from, I've ordered a copy of the White Paper right when it came out. Was it last Tuesday, whatever it came out, and it's meant to take 10 to 14 days to come out. Right, so I've not got it yet, and I've not read it. But from what I've read it, the SNP's plan is to nationalise oil. That's the SNP's plan. Fucking nobody's telling me I will be voting for the SNP in the first election. Not a chance. I hate the bastards. I hate the bastards more than anybody, the SNP. Right, so I will be voting for the SNP. And I think Salmond will get his legacy. See Scotland vote independence? Salmond will be... His legacy secured. He's the man that delivered Scottish independence. He's not going to be fucking bothered with anything else. See what this? Oh, King Alec and all that. He's fucking King Alec, fuck all. And all this thing, Scotland's a Protestant country. Scotland isn't a Protestant country. By far. By a huge majority, Scotland is a secular country. There's more people who don't believe in the religion in Scotland than are either Protestant or Catholic or Hindu or Muslim or anything else. But people in Scotland are tolerant. That is one thing we've got. We're a tolerant people. And most people, you get fucking loyalists, Ibrox and all that hate Catholic schools and all the rest.
Tolerant. What is tolerance? But tell me, what is tolerance?
They're tolerant of other people's beliefs. Is what I'm trying to say. Most people in Scotland, as far as I know, as far as I believe, are tolerant of other people's beliefs. Apart from the fucking bigots that you hear, they're the ones that shout the loudest, they're the ones you hear. But you don't hear the vast majority. I hate people that say the vast majority, right? But in my opinion,
say it. Go ahead, say it. Go ahead, say it. Say it. The vast majority.
Right, in my opinion, the vast majority you don't hear. Anybody that says the vast majority is a dick, by the way, especially when they're talking about Green Brigade.
You're a dick. Listen, you want that Jimmy on? His band's now up. We can get Kieran on if you want to talk to Kieran, but Kieran's on the same side as you. We can get, or do you want to speak to Jimmy? Who's
I think Kieran was spot on what he was saying. I'll speak to any cunt, I don't mind.
Yeah, well, then get Jimmy on first, right? And
I've got an open mind. I've got no beef with Jimmy. Tim's a Celtic man, the same as me. I've got an open mind to anybody. Anybody wants to change my mind, they'll no change my mind because I'll be voting out of emotion as much as anything else.
T-Mobile voicemail service 075.
Yeah. Where's Jimmy? I've took him off the band. Hey, hold on. What number was that? It's not been that one, yeah. So if I press that, I'm getting used to it now.
Yep. Hello.
Kieran,
that's it.
how you doing, buddy?
Not bad.
Kieran.
All right. Sorry, what's your name, mate?
Paul.
Paul, I'm Paul. Paul, right, okay. Were you in the house there a week at the match, yeah?
He was during the day.
You were pissed, were you? I heard you screaming. I heard you screaming over the goals. I like it when Celtic score, Kieran. I like it. Me too. Hey, by the way, Tommy.
Aye.
Hold on a minute. Can I just put in there? Jimmy says he's going to his bed and he's made a statement saying if you vote for Salmond, which is totally no the point at all. You're not voting for Salmond. You're voting for Scottish independence. You're voting for the Crown as well because an SNP say that they'll be keeping the monarchy. Hey, that's for just to start off with. There's a lot better chance of removing the monarchy under independent Scotland. Exactly. You know, you've got to say things like that to get the vote, and then once you've got it, then you could say, right, guys, get fucking rid of them. You know what I mean? Right. Simple as that. Australians in my lifetime have had 2 referendums about the monarchy. They've decided to keep it. I would like to think that maybe we'd be different.
Yeah, me too. Well, aye. But I mean,